This is our rooftop.
Yeah.
We're all 30 and we want to do a podcast. We're the 30-year-olds that do the podcast up here. We're the boys that should have wives and a mortgage that are doing a podcast up here.
We're the 30-year-olds.
We're the ones prolonging through our youth, clinging.
In the future, everyone will start a radio
Clinging
show.
as it slips through our fingers. Our childhood, it's slipping through our fingers like sand at the beach when you're a little high and you're picking up sand at the beach. What is it?
I miss Six Flags.
I miss Six Flags.
Oh.
Wow, have you been to Six Flags recently? Lots of couples making out in the line. Wow, they're
The roller coaster's only going up now.
Just stuff that doesn't even make sense.
They used to go up and down.
The border at the lines is getting soft.
The
We must
border-
secure the lines.
I got a funnel cake. It was straight. That's a churro. Shut up.
I love Six Flags, bro.
I do too.
I was kind of afraid of the rides, but then like 2 years ago I went and I had
Yeah.
so much freaking fun.
Oh yeah, I went in Halloween. It was great.
That's the time to go, I feel like.
It's a failing business.
It is. It
Now
is
just
empty.
looked at the books.
I looked at the books. I watched a 38-minute documentary about this.
Really?
Yeah, some dude made a documentary
About
YouTube
Six
doc?
about Six Flags and
Call
the
it Sex
decline.
Flags right now. I heard
Yeah,
that.
because I was out there and I was like, "Yo, the vibes are off. This is
Should
not."
be Sex Flags.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Back in the day,
Oh, it used to go up.
I was definitely out there like, "Yo, who am I gonna holler at today?" At
yeah,
the
no, it was flirt capital of the country, bro.
Yeah.
Every Six Flags.
Did you ever
was.
like play a game to like get somebody's like approval, like a ring toss or like a?
like try to impress a girl on the
Oh,
games?
I'm gonna win you a basketball,
Yeah.
even though you don't play. yeah. Hey, I've
That's
done
chivalry.
I've
That's
done that.
chivalry.
God, that was
How-
I was so sad. You ever play a game to get someone's approval? In my head, I was like, yeah, I started stand up 11 years ago. Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And my father will still not look me in the eye. That's so funny.
Sending them your late night tapes.
What is going on with Six Flags? Are they going under?
Yeah,
Can't
they're
really see
just
that.
their attendance is low, and then they we're like, yo, we want our attendance to be low. We want premium customers only.
Why?
But
It's not a premium
that's
vibe.
veiled, yeah.
That feels
Yeah.
racist. I don't know
It's
why,
teenagers
but
doing hand stuff, waiting to get on the Batman ride. There's nothing
there's
premium
something
about
about like exactly if it's not a hoopla going into like waiting for the Batman ride,
Yeah.
then I kind of don't want to go on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of fun to like do a little weed and then have it wear off in the 40 minutes you're waiting.
Yeah.
And then get on the ride.
I don't want to just keep going on the ride.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do you think people are getting
that's
on
funny. 'cause
rides
That's
too
literally all I
sober?
want to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't talk to me.
No, it's not riffing, dude.
I went with Joffer and Ashton last October. We were on a line for 2 hours.
Good God.
Yeah,
The
but
ride
October-
lasted 1
see,
minute.
That's the other problem.
Yeah.
Is now it's like it's either totally dead or it's October,
Halloween specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is it goes fucking wild.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna charge you whatever the fuck we want right now.
Yeah.
You'll pay it.
And scare
you'll pay
you.
it.
Jumping
you know
out
what I like a
scaring
little
you.
better than I don't know if you guys had it, but you're a Texas guy. I don't know if you guys had this, but the county fair, bro. County fair
yeah.
actually rips. Did you guys ever have that?
It's low stakes.
In
Oh,
Georgia,
yeah.
there was a lot of them.
Yeah,
Hold-
I
hold.
saw. What happened?
Lock in.
Let me lock in for county fair talk.
Bro,
County
county fair
fair
were
talk.
basically like these meth heads with
Yeah.
yellow collared shirts, and they would come
Yeah.
to your town, and they would have these rides that certainly passed no American inspection checks, but they were there.
Or really American inspection
Yeah.
checks.
And dude, they were like really scary rides, but they were fun, and everything was
Yeah.
really cheap, and you just eat carnival food and fuck around.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
the food went
fun shit.
crazy.
The food was, just fried Oreo.
But
I
that
had
shit was
a-
probably
yeah.
huge in Atlanta, right?
yeah,
Like,
and it would be a little outside of
Rural.
the city.
yeah.
Like
But-
when we think of county fair, we start thinking of like Georgia.
Yeah. That's when
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Georgians come out.
Yeah.
But everyone goes. It's
The-
like it's not like scary country vibes.
You ever win like a
No.
fish?
Yeah, there was the beta fish thing that I never won one, but
Happiest moment of my childhood.
you got a fish.
I got a fish.
What did you do?
Wait, what kind of fish?
like a tiny little goldfish. Like you got like a ping pong and a thing, and then you took it home.
They give you a live animal?
Yeah, in a bag, bro.
But
for
this
putting
is the
the ball
best.
in the cup.
My mom got the fish. We were living on Long Island at the time. Like we moved from Queens, so I was like, "Oh, we're really doing it, guys. We got a house. I got a fish. It's only up from here. Wrong." And then the fish died, and then my mom surprised me one day because she came to the where my I used to live at the top of a hill, like literally out of a storybook. So she was at the bottom of the hill, waiting at the bus stop. She comes up and she's like, "I got a surprise for you," because she was sad about the fish. So she got 3 fish, but same size tank. So then all 3 died.
Now they're living in their own apartment in Long Island.
I lost 4 fish in a month because she's
Really?
fucking she
Damn,
tried too
dude.
hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
They started a finance firm, Goldfish Sacks. I once watched my neighbor's goldfish when I was like in 3rd grade,
Yeah.
and it died while I was watching it, and so
No.
I just got one. I just replaced it.
You replaced
Really?
it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't know.
That's
No,
like a
no,
Disney
That's a
Channel
great-
episode. That's a Raven. It could be.
Yeah, that's also a great move.
You
Yeah,
think so?
smart.
Have you ever
Yeah.
told this
Don't you think
story?
Accountability is. I'm telling you guys right now.
Yeah, I bet that guy's doing okay.
It's a girl.
She's,
okay,
she's in
that's
therapy right now, being
Hey,
like,
Zahid.
Yeah.
she's talking about it in therapy.
Yeah, she's sobbing. I miss Larry.
She never noticed?
Never noticed.
That's sick.
Never noticed.
That's
They all look alike.
You guys are like happy. I always felt guilty
Girlfriends.
No, you should definitely
always felt
feel
guilty.
guilty about replacing a dead thing with another thing
Right.
and
It's
pretending
it's
it's
a
the same.
goldfish.
Yeah, but it's not like you replaced.
But you're lucky it wasn't bigger.
Right. Well, you can't do that with a dog.
Yeah, you
or a
can't
cat.
do it with
Yeah,
a dog or a
yeah.
cat.
I think you
would
could
notice
do
the
it with a dog.
personality.
What?
You would notice a difference in personality.
Totally. Right.
But
see, that's the
it's not
fucked
like
up-
the fish is. She's gonna be like, my Larry never turned right this much. It's just
Yeah. See, what you're doing right now is pretty mean to fish, bro. That's fucked up.
I've
'Cause
never heard
they
this
got
pro fish
yeah.
of a stance.
I'm not really trying to get political here, but fish are,
Fish have personality.
yeah, they got vibes.
They got vibes.
They got vibes.
That's Donish's sweet
Yeah.
soul. I'm like, fucking kill the replacement. Toss in 7 more.
Well,
see how
honestly,
far
Dad,
you
now
can
that I
get
think
the
Fish
about it,
have souls.
Your vibe is kind of like a koi fish, bro.
Yeah.
You're like an elegant,
Wow.
peaceful human being.
Yeah, there's it's
What's
the
that?
zenness.
Not even koi fish. What's that one?
Pufferfish?
That,
Is it smoke?
that people could pet.
Stingray?
Dolphin?
A stingray.
Yeah, I can
It's a pretty
I like
badass name for a
yeah.
stupid animal.
Yeah, it is.
It's such a cool name.
See,
It's like a
again,
nickname.
Stingray.
Yeah, if I walk in and you were like, Stingray's here.
Oh my god, this guy works on old cars.
yeah.
I bet this isn't the flattest thing alive.
I bet this doesn't look like Wile E. Coyote after an anvil accident.
Stingray
Shut
got
up.
no ass, bro. That's sad.
Oh
What was
my
that dude
God.
that died from it? The
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I'm
dude.
surprised you
I'm
didn't know
s-
that, man.
Yeah, I forgot. Out of all the animals to get killed
I
by,
know, 'cause he was kind of
Stingray.
holding all the. He was like fucking around with all the dangerous ones, and then
Snakes.
Stingray fucked him up.
Alligators.
Crocodile, yeah.
never the ones you expect.
Yo.
So look around.
That's a good
Yeah.
lesson to take away from today's
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah, if you're
That's what
listening to this,
Respect the goldfish, bro.
Respect the goldfish, man, and it's always the ones you
goldfish
don't
probably the
expect.
happiest animal ever because they have a 1.5 second memory, so they're probably just so excited every day. They're like, "Oh my god, a rock! Oh my god, a rock!"
It's the same rock.
Yeah,
But
they're
I
probably
wonder
so
if there
happy.
are like some that really get depressed, like,
Yeah.
oh my god, a rock.
Ah.
A rock.
Right.
Wow,
You
I'm
are
in a dentist
goldfish.
office. Wow, I am in a dentist office.
That's so
Wow, I'm in a
funny.
dentist office.
That is, I wonder if they have the choice to suffer through it or be happy about it.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the question for goldfish.
The
huh?
existential choice.
What's the longest you'd like if you could have a time span on your memory? What's the longest you'd want to reset?
Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yo,
bro. Mine
Zahid,
is currently
these
like
are
2
the type
weeks.
of questions we ask here at Slumberpod, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
Great question.
Wow.
Mine
I
is
would
currently
say-
like a month. So
A month is good.
That's
Reset
great.
after every month.
Yeah.
Because you're growing at the end of each
Right.
month. But if you have a lot of hard times, you're like, February's coming up. We'll do this all over again.
Yeah.
Wipe it clean.
Yeah, I think that's the secret to happiness, not having too long of a memory, bro.
Yeah, that shooter's mentality.
Yeah.
Basketball shooters.
Shooters mentality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so a basketball player is like 30
Yeah.
seconds. That's what I want.
Right.
Oh,
But you want a
yeah.
30-second one?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
You feel like in a mental facility.
What's the play? What's the
You
play?
think, you think a basketball player is just like that goldfish, like, oh, a ball. Oh, a ball again.
Oh, sick. We're in shorts.
The hoop is orange like us.
No. But then in the month, you're saying every month you would have to like relearn shit.
I would say if
That's where do you reset to?
I would think
To zero?
reset like emotional memories, not like your left brain shit, like not like rewriting and everything.
Like, would I remember you guys?
Yeah, like you would remember us,
Oh.
but you'd be like, what? Like almost like a drunk blackout.
Oh, like
what
You're like, what happened in
March?
January? And you're like,
Wow.
oh, dude, she left. You're like, well, I don't even know who she is.
I think month is clean then.
I immediately a month is good because you can stack a bunch of those and still make progress.
Yeah.
I thought a day when you asked, but that's kind of like a '90s movie idea.
Plus,
That
you'd have
is
all
an
these
idea.
you'd have all these spots that you have to go to, and you're like, I gotta rewrite material. I don't have anything.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's where the 30-second one could be tough.
Yeah,
You-
30 seconds is kind of wild.
Just all one-liners.
You're driving.
yeah. I was thinking about the ball player. He's like, I'm in the game. yeah, just wilding every 30 seconds.
Freaking out.
I would say I want the whole year.
I was gonna say year two.
Yeah,
I
Year's
just
want a
wouldn't
year.
mind a year.
Year's nice. Yeah,
Yours kind of how our brains probably
we
are.
do
right?
it anyway.
Yeah.
We got the recap on.
Oh yeah, ourselves.
Spotify. You know
Right.
what I
You get a
mean?
recap and you think
Yeah.
about what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you ever think about like I'm 38 next month. I don't remember any of my 20s.
Word?
I don't remember any of it.
You probably remember like certain.
It's like random shit.
Bro,
You
I'm
started
starting to
comedy
forget
in your
people.
20s, right?
Yeah,
I'm really starting to forget people.
and it's like a
Oh,
weird.
sure.
Yeah.
It's like
Which
a
is a
weird
problem.
reset.
Is it just because you're not seeing these people again?
Yeah, you just don't. If you haven't seen somebody in 7 years,
Right.
and it's like we do what we do,
Yeah.
you see people all the time.
Right.
Totally.
Right.
It's hard.
right.
Yeah.
And the older you get, I'm like, oh shit.
Plus,
Also-
we're seeing people on social media all the time.
Yes.
Too. So you're not just getting people when you just see them.
So if I don't see you
Right.
like on social media, sometimes I do forget. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's nice.
person.
I
Yeah.
guess that guy
Not even that guy's.
That's literally how I
What's your
called you.
name?
That's literally how I called them today and why I got here.
That's
I
awesome.
was like, oh yeah, what's Sonic doing?
Forgot. Right here.
Yeah, he was just on the phone with you when he walked in. We were like, all right, dude, pull up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Never.
That's what we gotta try, but it's nice to it is nice to thin the herd out a little bit.
I think your circle
Yeah.
definitely gets
I
smaller.
want to forget some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also people that you're like, you are like someone I love, but I'm not going to see you just because of circumstance.
Totally.
But
Feel the same.
But
I
we try.
We will try.
We will try. Yeah.
And that's what the
This is the trying.
This is the
Yeah.
trying.
This is the
Trying.
trying.
Trying and
Yeah,
monetizing.
we're happy you came, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zahid
dude.
Dewji on the pod today.
Yeah, we
dude.
gotta
Oh,
get.
yeah.
Wow,
the
dude.
intro
First guest of Slumberpod.
I was the first guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the first guest ever.
It's been great.
Unless somebody else walks.
I just call people. I go, you the first episode? I'll come back.
yeah.
Come by for the first.
But if somebody else walks up on this public roof, then you will
It's
be
over.
the.
Yeah,
second
we might have a
guest.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Stingray comes up to the room. What's up, guys?
Whoa, Stingray's here!
Also,
oh my God,
it would
and
be
he's got so many bad bitches with him. Oh, I love this guy.
It
Can
would
you hold
be
him?
cool if you guys interviewed everyone in this apartment building.
That would be
You just
sick.
ring them up and you go, you want to come up?
That's a great idea for
Actually,
a podcast.
love that.
Just meet everybody in the building.
No, head down. Go down. Start
Did he go
knocking on
out?
doors.
No, we're good.
Oh, thank God.
I don't
This
know,
is real
you know,
precarious,
so-
this
yeah,
setup.
it's sometimes you just gotta check on shit.
Give it a check.
You know what I mean?
like it.
Give
it a check.
Yeah. Zahid, you were
Little quick check.
We all met you at a different time in our
Yeah.
lives. I met you at an open mic in Los Angeles. I was like a year into comedy, and you were
Really?
the first brown dude I ever saw that I was like, oh shit, we can just be funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
what were
like-
your other examples? They were just like people that weren't.
I
making fun of
I
you
had
and-
just started comedy. I think somebody has to do this with starting in LA, but I was very much like, what's my unique like
What's your
story?
story?
Oh,
What's
God,
your
it's so
story?
gross.
What's your story?
It's
You
so
know?
Too many
Gross.
people asking story, not enough people asking funny.
That's true.
Yo,
Legit thing. I
Not
did.
this is the type of talk that be firing me up. You be firing me up.
Yo, you know,
I like when Trump does that.
you know
Not
what's good
enough
when
hacked
Donish
outs.
goes from Donish into like, oh hell yeah, fired up.
That clock just reset. He's locked back in.
Hey, it's 30 seconds. Around.
30 seconds.
We're potting.
So you were concerned about narrative, I guess.
Yeah, I was
Which is
just
good
like,
to keep in mind. Just not when you're first
Sorry,
here.
bro.
You don't really need to think about that.
Yeah,
You have to
no.
make
and
people
it was
laugh.
like you're trying to work through that stuff in your life, and you're like,
Right.
no, we talk about it, make it funny. But Zahid was I was helping run the mic that night.
Yeah,
And you pulled up
I
from
remember the
Houston?
mic now.
Yeah, Hyperion Tavern.
It
with
was
the
actually
fucking-
Jay Light's mic.
Jay
too.
Light's mic.
Jay was there,
Shout out,
right?
man.
And you were in the booth.
Yes, bro. And I remember just seeing you be so funny on
Oh,
some
thanks, man.
just silly, goofy shit.
Yeah, that's.
And it was really fucking pivotal to my to see. You got to see good comedy like
Whoa.
that in the
Oh,
beginning.
shit.
Yeah,
buddy.
especially
Yeah.
from people that kind of.
No, I wanted your fun.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. And
That's a
then
good example.
thank God we've been friends for so long. It's fucking
Dude.
sweet. I
I
love
also
you,
wanted it to be that I was going for a foot five, not like, I'm not getting up.
Do you like? I went
Someone says
full-
something sentimental, and you're like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, Will went full.
I went full like, hey, fine.
Well,
He
dude,
did
Thank
a
you
hole.
for
He
being
did a
here.
hole.
dude, I love
Zahid
it.
G, thank you for being here, bro.
Them
What if this was in
GG.
Bangalore?
Yeah.
That would be a sicker podcast.
That would be way sicker.
Are we
More
doing
snakes.
Zahid friendship stories?
Go for it.
Yeah, one job.
Yeah.
Zahid.
He
I'm gonna
bought me
get so
this
embarrassed.
shirt.
Hey.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Airport
And I
shirts,
didn't know
baby.
that he was going to be on the
Word.
podcast today.
Yes.
Isn't that
Yo,
crazy?
that
That is crazy.
truly.
That's
pretty
pretty
sick.
He's only bought me one shirt. You know what I mean? It's not like I had two shirts to.
Even like mid the fraction go up.
Yeah.
odds are
So,
pretty
and I
The
got
odds were
like,
pretty low.
I got 40 of them things. You know what I mean?
40 shirts.
I
Just
got
flex
40 of
it.
them things.
Oh shit! I wear the same 3 things every day. I get up and I'm like, all right, outfit, like life outfit, Steve Jobs style, like,
That's good. That's
Oh,
how
I
you
like
live
that.
a.
Whoa.
and then every
Concise
year
life.
It doesn't look at this. Looks like one of 8.
it is. I do have 8. Normal
I know you was bullshit, bro. I know you had 8. Oh, come on. I know you got at least 8.
Is that how you met him? That you bought him the shirt?
We
No.
met, Most.
We
Random dudes
met
at the
in
airport.
Houston. I used to go to Houston all the time to you know, I'm a self-made man.
I hear
You
that.
are.
I was going to colleges,
Yo,
emailing
yeah.
colleges like, yo, let me pull up. One time I went to a college in Houston. This is the only time this happened. They thought it was a different Donish
No way.
from Pakistan,
What?
right? So then they were like, listen, man, you're not the same Donish. We can't give you the same amount of money. I'm already in Houston, bro.
What? Wait, who did they think it was?
It was like this reality TV star in Pakistan named Donish.
They thought he was gonna come do stand up at their college.
Yeah.
They also did none of their research, and you're a fucking college.
Yeah, you could have just won.
Education
Yeah.
is your thing.
Yeah, you could have won Googled that.
That's insane.
Humble beginnings, bro.
Yeah.
But I asked Joffrey to open up for me because I asked somebody in New York like who was around,
Yeah.
and then Joffrey went up, and then he was obviously hilarious,
Yeah.
and then he plugged me into the whole Houston scene, and that's
Yeah.
where I met Zahid, and
Nice.
we've been boys for
Yeah, you would come
gotta be
through.
like 8 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like 2 years in or something when I first met you. And
Yeah.
we had just started Secret Group.
Yeah.
And then you came through and did you would come through like every year. You'd come and do spots. We'd hang out for a couple days and
Yeah.
Fucking
we'd
sick.
have a lot of fun. And
That's beautiful. I met Zahid in Guantanamo Bay.
we were waterboarding this motherfucker.
I was like,
Yeah, we were the guards.
yeah.
I don't remember when we met, but I have told. There was one time where you and I, during Laughing Skull 2 years ago, where we both had mustaches and we were hanging outside this show that we were both on, and then Shane, is it Brendan?
Yeah.
From Portland, came by, and he knew him, but I didn't totally know him yet. And he goes, "You guys look like Indian Mario and Luigi." Walked away. I fell to the ground.
It was so much fun. That was like fun.
That's so funny.
Got him, bro.
That overalls
Got us.
look that y'all had.
He said that, then left. And I was like, "Who's that funniest guy in the world?"
Shout out to Shen Redmond. Wow, what a guy.
What a guy.
Also, it is upsetting because it's like we could have been Mario and Luigi. They could have been Indian.
They straight up could have been.
Yeah, they didn't have to
They
be.
should have been.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but now they're
racism,
like,
bro.
Yeah, that is.
now
For
they're
us
like,
to
yeah, but
not
what's
be-
your story? We're Indian plumbers. Ugh, shut up.
Do you know he was named after the plumber that was at the Nintendo office all the time.
Really?
Yeah, they named
Mario
him
is named.
after a real Italian guy named
But also, how come
Mario.
you need a plumber to keep coming to your office? You should never know your plumber on first. Like, what kind of
First
weird
name
shit
basis.
were y'all taking?
Yo, Nintendo was clogging up some shit.
Yeah. Already, y'all
These
are on
boys
some
were in
freaky
there
shit, bro.
pissing and shitting because they were coding on fire.
Yeah.
That's how they got the Piranha Plant inspiration.
Yeah.
Their pipes.
Yeah.
The huge monsters.
Some guy comes in, he goes, "This is the game. This is the game." You're like, Frank, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because I think originally Donkey Kong was supposed to be their big.
That was the big thing.
That was
yeah,
the big one.
that
Yeah.
was going to be their big IP, but then they made Mario, and he
Right.
was named after their plumber.
And
Jeez.
Donkey Kong is just King Kong, but a game.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
movie King Kong.
So
Also,
cute.
have you noticed this? A lot of people saying IP recently. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
A lot of
IP is hype.
IP is going everywhere.
IP is going up.
Intellectual property.
Yeah, everyone's saying it. I had to
Everyone's doing
Google it the first time I heard it.
You trying to say IPA beer? You talking about beer?
IP, UP, we all.
No, it's you know what, these West Coast people coming in and taking over, bro.
Yes, truncating stuff to make it sound cool.
Yeah, they
It's
just
fun to truncate. It's a big
Truncate's
word. We need to
fun.
Big word.
truncate.
Make it.
yeah, that's
Trunk it.
Ticket.
Just
That's
a
so
bunch of
dumb.
idiots on a porch. Dude.
yeah, the West Coasters, dude. I heard a West Coaster talk about FedEx,
Yeah.
and then they were from San Francisco, and I was like, oh yeah, like I know what they talk about. Like, you work in the warehouse. I'm like, oh, you know somebody at FedEx in the They're like, no, in the corporate office.
Yeah, not at the local print and ship.
They're talking about like working in the office
Like
of FedEx.
Yeah, they were doing office talk. I'm doing like shipping talk.
You're doing
You
first
know what I
first
mean?
floor.
Fulfillment.
We're not
Yeah.
even seeing the same FedEx, bro.
Yeah, you forget that they have an office. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I guess Taco Bell's got an office somewhere.
Yeah, they got a corporate
And
office.
if they were
in
talking about
Irvine.
Taco Bell, they would not be talking. They would be talking office talk.
Yeah.
Now
That's
that's a
what I'm
place
saying.
that knows its plumber by their first name.
Yeah.
I can tell you didn't really want to do that.
I didn't want to do it.
I saw you pull the parachute.
I didn't want
In
to,
the
but
plane.
you know me, I'm gonna still
And it
still
does
big
make
swing and a miss.
It's easy to remember because the plumber's the only one doing actual work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just in there thinking of weird new names.
Just new shapes.
Yeah. What about a conch show? Run it.
Run it. Fuck it.
Okay, if you had to invent a Taco Bell item, what would it be?
Ooh.
Yeah.
A Taco Bell item?
Yeah.
I had Taco Bell last night. So I
If this was Family Feud and I had to guess what you had last night and someone said Taco Bell, I would good answer the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be number one
Good
for
answer,
what
good
it
answer, good answer.
good at
Good
what Donna
answer,
she last
dude.
night. It's Taco Bell.
Taco Bell on the board.
Oh, we got Taco Bell on the board.
Yo, what a great version of Family Feud.
Wait,
Yeah.
can we do
Personal?
that with what you ordered?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil, go first.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put a chalupa, a chicken chalupa on the board.
But don't tell us it. Don't tell
Don't
us.
tell
it.
us.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
tell us.
okay.
Don't tell us.
Johnny?
This might be cheating. I've been to Taco Bell with Danish. Beefy 5-layer burrito.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think you got.
I'm gonna go dessert on this and go cinnamon twists.
Oh, cinnamon twist. That's my
yeah,
rap name.
yeah. Fuck, I should have done that. I should have done that. Fuck,
He
fuck,
looks,
fuck, fuck, fuck,
he
fuck.
looks like he's like, I like how they're dry.
I do.
Yo, it's
It makes my mouth feel
If they
weird.
would have it a good day. That's my impression of Danish talking about cinnamon twist. Yo, it's like if a Cheeto was being chill.
Guys, I have eaten all three of these items.
Oh,
But not yesterday.
What was yesterday?
Oh.
Aw.
I've eaten a version of some of the items mentioned,
Well, that's all I'm talking about. It's all versions. It's all versions.
Same thing.
but not the exact thing.
What did you get?
What did you
I
get?
like
got
you're
a-
standing.
Yeah, he's standing.
You don't remember.
The camera's just seeing Donna swinging his dick, talking about taco.
Ding dong.
Yeah, ding dong. Nah, it was
If
good.
it ends with me jumping off the roof. Okay, great.
All right, what were the items?
Yeah,
I got a beefy chalupa,
Ooh,
Whoa!
close though.
You were close.
Nice dog.
Close.
Nice dog.
and then I got 3 taco supreme
Soft or hard?
hard. But it was also because the menu
No,
is just so overwhelming
It
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
bro.
that
Yeah.
after a while you're just like, yo, I'll get a number 1.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, the number
yeah,
one
the class.
comes with everything on the
Yeah.
thing. But then if you try buying a la carte, they're like, it's $7.
Yo,
Yeah, that is so weird.
you're like,
but
"What do
y'all
you
not
want me to-"
messing with the app?
Huh?
Y'all not going on the app?
No, I don't
No.
have.
Got
Oh, I didn't even
with
think about that.
savings.
The app got savings, and I'm on the app going Nike ID mode, bro. I'm customizing everything.
Whoa.
I'm
You
customizing
got your own
stuff.
colors?
Bro, 100%. I'm asking him to add my initials on the inside of the on
You
the
got the
tortilla.
blue shell, dude?
Shaunik's in there getting a Baja Blast Gordita Crunch. It's fucking blue when it comes out.
100%. I'm ordering shit. I'm ordering shit that comes out in a briefcase. Top secret.
Baja Blast Gordita Crunch.
I'm doing stuff when it
my
comes out. People,
God.
People are upset.
people are like, whoa, whoa. Okay, you can do that.
You can do that
Stand back, son. Don't go near that man. He's crazy.
We're protecting their kid.
Yeah. Get in the car.
My baby.
Yeah.
Damn, the app though. Yeah, you got to do that. I got the
Dude,
McDonald's
Women
app.
pushing
That
their
one makes me
titties
feel bad.
together.
It's like sneakerheads coming up. Oh shit!
Oh dang! I didn't know you could do it like that.
You crossed the bean burrito.
No, you really can. You can. I'm adding the sauce from this item to that item.
Yes.
Making creatures of only nightmares can your nightmares can think of. Foul creations.
This guy's
I
putting
can't- I can't
eyeballs
have
in
those.
tacos.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the next day shitting
Fuck.
like, oh, what the fuck? I got to delete this app. It's like Hinge for your asshole. Oh,
It's
fuck.
back-
That's how
beckoning
you
me.
end up feeling. The
Oh, yeah,
shame
the
that
next
app,
day?
bro.
Yo.
I got the Domino's app. It makes me feel so lost.
Wait, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
You got points? You got Domino's points?
Well, my wife just cursed them out, so I think we got some extra points. I'm like, you can't curse out we order from them like 10 times a month.
What did she say?
What did you say?
We got 9. My nephews order from them all the time.
What did she say?
Yeah, what's she mad about?
I wasn't there, so I can't.
He's
see
trying to figure out whose side he's on.
Yeah,
He was like, man, this is my wife or the Domino's guy right
I
now.
can't see who was at fault.
You're seeing he's watching the...
It's a confuser app to order from
Sure.
because you gotta tap the coupon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you want to do some coupon talk,
yeah,
I'm the only one in the house that really be doing it successfully.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, so it's like,
Oh.
could I see her fucking it up?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
can't trust.
could.
You can't trust.
You're saying user error.
I could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that,
UI.
Sure.
but she's saying that it wasn't
You-
that.
Yep.
So
Wait, so what happened?
wait,
That
wait,
order
what
came in
happened?
wrong and she was pissed.
they were missing items.
Oh, if you're missing items,
Missing items.
that feels like a Domino's problem.
Yeah.
And then she paid, and then they were like, "Yo, that's not our problem."
What?
No, that's not okay.
So then
That's some
I had to
mafia
be
shit.
like, which I haven't acted on. I was like, I'm gonna go by this week and have a talk with them.
Bro, that's funny. Doing it 5 days later is hilarious.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
it 5 days later is
Hey,
good.
last
you know what's-
Thursday we were supposed to have garlic knots.
You know what's funny is I ordered from them again that night.
That night?
Yeah.
Wow.
You reordered that
Yeah,
night?
You gave up your power, man.
And you want to go in 5 days later. You want to reorder that night.
Last Thursday we had something. It was like, well, it seems here you were happy with the order right before that. Early order on Thursday.
Sir, this was last week. I had some stuff I was working on. Took a little bit.
No. Order number 1 from that.
Listen, man, I would have been here.
Crazy to
I would have been
reorder.
here Thursday. I had this dude's podcast outside, but I would have been here. Talk about this.
Huge line behind you.
Yeah, biggest line ever.
A bunch
need
of baseball
this
kids.
$10. And I kind of gotta go because it's like
Luigi talking about?
it's like if you did that to me, that's cool, right? But you can't do that to my wife.
Yeah.
Sure.
So now I have to go.
Yeah.
In your
No, it's an
humble
honor
opinion,
thing.
in your humble opinion, would you say that this crust is stuffed?
yeah.
He's making points. He's making points. No one's even listening.
Your Honor. Permission to approach the bench.
Domino's corporate is there. Like, I like this way this guy thinks. He's got a bright
I just
mind.
had this problem with FedEx the other day, man. You had to go to the corporate office.
yeah.
I was out on the first floor like a chump.
yeah. And then I'm outside. I'm like, yeah, I was just thinking way too low level with this shit, bro. I should have been big.
Wait,
I'm not
did
a
they-
West
did they
Coast
take
guy,
your-
though.
Order number 2, did it come in right? Order number 2, did it come in right?
Order number 2 came in perfectly, and you know who ordered order number 2.
Of course, you can't let
Mr. McBull.
Mr. McBull.
You can't let her take 2 penalties. Come on now.
We gotta put you on the bench, Shima. We can't have you ordering things. We gotta bench you for dinner.
Yeah, and I did say that when I was like, let me see if they really fucking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was it the same delivery guy?
I didn't
You
ask.
didn't check. All right.
No.
Do you just have him drop
the
it
wood
off?
was too.
Fresh.
Dude, if I was the delivery guy and I saw that order come in, I'd be like, you goddamn right. Like, it felt like power. Like, yeah,
yeah.
you still want this, though.
And you're still
And
coming
you
back.
still
Look
want
at
this
ya.
fucking Domino's
Yeah.
You want more stingray?
He puts the shades on. I'll be back. Cool as fuck.
Stingray, you're too crazy. Stingray, no. No, Stingray.
It is such a thing, like, have an off thing with your drug dealer, but then you're gonna call them again.
Got it.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
It's the same.
He
They're doing
knows.
drugs, bro, at Domino's for
It's
sure.
The human experience.
I'll give
Yeah.
you whatever I
Drugs.
want. You'll eat this shit and you'll love me.
Man.
Fucking
Yeah,
bitches.
It's always. Oh, go ahead.
No, I did have Little Caesars 2 nights ago. and
Oh,
it
Little Caesars bangs.
smacks.
So good.
Dude, it looked like cartoon pizza. You know how
Yes.
Yes.
Ninja Turtles
Ninja
pizza.
Turtles pizza specifically.
But
looks
don't,
delicious.
isn't that the one pizza?
That's
Yeah.
pizza pizza?
Yeah.
I
Pizza,
love
pizza,
Little
Ten Dangers
Caesars, bro.
nailed
Great.
it, dude.
But
Yeah.
you can't.
What a
It was all
tagline, bro.
$5.
That is.
It's just the same word twice.
And bro, $5 in 2025? Are
Yes.
you fucking out of your mind?
I'd say the only thing
Yeah.
equivalent to that is the Frosted Flakes. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
They're
is
great.
really
So
progressive
sick.
too.
Crazy thing
Yeah.
to
That
pitch.
was set forever.
Crazy thing to pitch as a
Yeah.
tagline.
I don't know. Whatever. What if they're great? Oh, we're good. All right. let's
Print
move
it.
on.
Yeah,
forever.
they think of the tiger after. Like, we
Yeah.
gotta sauce this up a little
We
bit. It
not-
can't just be there.
R,
Great.
throw a few R's in there, make it a tiger.
Yeah.
But that's what we.
Let's go.
It's
Let's go yell at a
delivery.
woman.
It's delivered.
It's
Let's go
delivery,
smoke
It
13
is
cigarettes.
delivery.
not DiGiorno.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Better. That's sick, bro. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
But it is the
Damn.
delivery on those.
That's like if you
Yeah.
had, if you had to
Yeah.
pitch Seinfeld. It's not a funny idea until you
See
read
Jerry.
the script.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That's like if you wrote down they're great. They're like, yo, we hired you as a marketing firm. Like you can't be pitching us they're great.
Yeah.
And he's like confident. He's like, yeah, but wait, just wait.
I got a guy.
Tiger comes out, fucking nails it, standing O in the boardroom.
Wow. I don't know how to say this. This is great. You're incredible.
That Italian tiger really sunk it over.
This tiger was just a plumber in our office for. Just brought him up.
What are the other good ones? It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Better ingredients, better pizza.
It has a rhythm, like a black comic.
The three.
It's like a black comic punchline.
The three.
Better ingredients, better
No,
pizza,
it-
Papa John.
No, it feels like anti-black too. Actually, when better ingredients, better pizza. Papa
well,
John's.
Also,
Yeah.
knowing the owner.
Yeah, now it actually is
definitely
anti-black.
anti-black.
It doesn't feel good. No.
Did you ever hear a Vic Trans joke about that?
Oh my God, one of my favorite
Oh,
jokes.
what is
He
it?
goes, yeah, Papa John said the N-word in a business meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, how does that even come up when you're talking about pizza? And he goes, he said it. Some guy's like, I don't know, man. I think we should just keep calling them black olives.
Incredible joke.
Incredible, dude.
Such a great joke.
Best.
It's hilarious.
That's
I
fun.
love it.
What, no one out pizzas the Hut.
That's a crazy
That's
one.
good.
'Cause it
That's
makes,
like dick out on the table. Like,
dude.
yeah.
Because pizza is not a verb.
Yeah.
You can't. I couldn't try to pizza if I wanted to. You can't. No one. Not only does no one out pizza the Hut, no one pizzas. The Hut. Shut up.
Seinfeld was so mad that this came out after the show.
Yeah, so true. How can you out pizza? I can't even pizza.
Petco's not doing it.
That is most of my acts. Just yelling, Seinfeld, yelling. Seinfeld and yelling.
Yelling Seinfeld.
Yelling at people. What the fuck is that? But it's just the same
Yelling,
shit.
but Seinfeld is really funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
There's
Oh
this.
my God.
You know Harris Whittles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best, my favorite tweet of all time. He goes, Pizza Hut and Sunglass Hut are combining. They're calling it Pizza Sunglass Hut. Truly the worst thing that's ever been done.
Comedy is just kind of putting two things together. Sometimes you
Well,
just
you know
put
they
two
had
things
that
together.
that That's Racist song
Yeah.
at the Pizza Hut and the
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
I'm at the
Yes.
Taco Bell.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yes.
That's a dope
Classic.
one.
Banger.
Classic brown lore that only a group of 4 brown men would know. If you take a group of 4 people, I don't think they would know.
Yeah, average
Nah.
4 people.
They don't know.
They don't know about That's Racist. What a shame.
yeah.
We need to be doing more with That's Racist. Yeah, Manchu, I mean, wow. This guy. Funny guy, funny rap.
Trump's a DOS racist fan. He's never heard
Early
their music.
internet.
He's never heard their music. He just likes what they stand for.
I like the name. The name I can get behind. Das Racist.
What if instead of "Make America Great Again" as a slogan, Trump went for "They're great"?
They're great.
That's
Just
at the end of his campaign. He'll
Yeah.
go, You're great.
He's a good
You're
tiger.
welcome.
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
My favorite.
Wow.
What about the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? That's kind of sad. There's like what this
Kinda
person is
crazy.
internally
Deranged.
struggling.
You can't do
Yes,
that
they-
one
They have
today.
a mental illness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo,
That's
someone
how
be
you know
like,
we got
cuckoo
soft.
is not allowed to. You're not allowed to cuckoo.
You're not allowed to go call people
writing
cuckoo.
emails and fucking
That sounds
yelling
like a
at me
new
at
dance
cup.
on TikTok. Everybody's doing the cuckoo.
It's we're only like a couple of months away from them taking away the leprechaun on Lucky Charms.
For sure. He's
You know,
offensive.
Aunt Jemima, they did Aunt Jemima. That's what the. They're not even close to the same struggles. Just some pissed off Irish guy.
Why? Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
They're
he's kinda
magically
like,
delicious. He does a little.
Well, they all sound like
They're
that.
definitely gonna make him taller.
Yeah. Well, he's a leprechaun.
yeah. He gonna get a
It's more Irish, but just taller.
That's the
We
issue.
saw.
is that-
Yeah.
The issue is that he's not tall. That's their negotiation.
You can
tactic.
keep him, but you gotta make him taller. You're gonna make him taller.
I can't believe it.
Irish Trump.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What would he do?
That was their bargaining chip. They wanted him off the box, and they said, "We'll make
They're
him tall." And they're like,
magically
"Accepted."
They're magically delicious.
yeah.
Do you,
Irish
there's no brown, like guy, right? Like,
What do you mean?
like
Oh,
what's
slogan?
it? Not slogan, but mascot.
No, I can't think of a man.
I can't single.
The
think
camel
of-
Brown
cigarette guy?
mascot.
What's up?
Camel cigarette?
No.
The moose. You remember that moose guy?
Yeah.
The camel cigarette?
Yeah.
I don't know why he reads brown
yeah.
to me.
Yeah. No,
I think it's
the
the.
camel
I think it's the
cigarette
smoking and the
mascot?
Yeah, it's a
sunglasses.
cartoon.
Bro, that dude's black. He's
Yeah.
like,
We should have like a
he's got
chain.
like a ton of swag, bro.
Brown guy could have a ton of
I
swag.
know, but he was invented in the 80s, 90s. They didn't know about our swag back then,
There,
bro.
there is stuff where he's like shooting dice.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Okay. All right.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. He's playing the baritone saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a big Bill Clinton vibe going on.
Honestly, Donish, the art that they have of the camel, you kind of look like that guy, bro. He's a tall guy,
Cool guy.
cool guy.
very cool guy.
Ask him to say-
He didn't say cool guy. He goes, cool guy. Like you guys like him?
Wait, like he fucks and shit? Oh, sick. I can see that, dude.
Cool guy's
I
a
could be a
question.
cool camel, dude. That's cool.
I think you would be if you could turn into an animal. You'd be
Swag.
I
Oh,
smell
yeah.
album title.
yeah.
Cool camel.
Cool camel.
Camel cool.
Ah.
Camel
Camel cool. Wow.
That's
What
so-
would y'all be if you could animorphs into an animal?
Yeah, great question.
Not to say
Fuck.
you'll be a camel if you want to change it. You certainly can, but what do you
I think a camel could pretty much exist in New York society, so I'd be cool with that.
would be
Yeah,
revered.
although white people would be like happy about the diversity in their friend group.
And
Yeah.
camels are badass,
Yeah.
bro. They can go like they're
So
survivors.
long, yeah.
And they're like tough.
And then it's also like,
in the humps.
you want to get out of here? Cool. And it's like, we don't need to get an Uber.
Yeah, you just hop
I
on.
could run.
Hop on.
Camels
is
are fast as shit.
That's
too.
a sick
Yeah.
line.
Plus, they got their
That's
own
a
day.
sick-
They got their own day of the week.
Hump day. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Look,
wow.
you think I like being this guy?
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
You think I
That's
want to do
true.
this?
Zahid Dewji, everybody. That's incredible.
I like me.
You think I want to?
You
You
think
think
I
I wake
want
up every
this?
morning excited?
Existential
I
sign
gotta be
up.
that guy.
Plus, they got their own day.
Who are these camels? I don't know what animal I think I'd be. I think I'd turn into a dog, bro.
I can see that for you.
Yeah, you got
I don't
puppy
know.
energy, but that's
Yeah,
good.
that's real
Yeah.
I get
regular, though.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of
yeah,
basic.
yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, you're just going to get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
I feel
There's
like
going to be, like, other dogs already more famous than you.
I know.
But do you? I would
Air
say,
Bud?
do we know anybody that has like? I get excited to see you, so
Yeah.
the energy is there.
No, that's totally.
Yeah, I
that's
think
the
I
energy
have-
spot on.
A dog's
Zest for life.
spiritual
Yeah.
Essence.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, for sure you would be like a sick dog.
Yeah, but you're right.
what
you're
if you took a dog's energy
Oh, and put it in something
and
else.
put it in something else?
Like a polar
Like,
bear.
I think of like a bear,
Let me put you
Oh,
on
I
this
could be.
like a bear cub.
stingray.
What's up, guys?
I love this impression of the stingray that's slowly formed over the course of the time.
You're kind of crushing it, bro. You could do clown as a stingray right now.
Yeah, dude.
You could be doing clowning.
I think I'd be
Yeah, how
one
do
of those bugs that kind of looks like a part of the branch sometimes. Yeah, and he's like, he got us. Yeah, he got us. That's a fucking. All right, he's got
They
that
dance,
same
too.
kind of wiry fucking. Like a criminal leaving like a bank, but then the spotlight gets on. He's like,
Spotlight
then I am the bank.
That can't be a guy. He's spray painted like brick.
What a great!
I
what a
walk
great
away and I'm
act
like,
out.
fucking
Wow.
knew this brick costume would pay off.
Oh,
Sorry,
man,
boy.
what a move that was, dude. That's
Sorry,
sick, dude.
That's
That's
Incredible
sick.
court. Are you exercising? Zahid,
I do
these
play
days?
soccer once a week now.
Really? You
Word?
play
Yeah,
soccer?
you looking like
It's
it,
good.
bruh.
It's really good. Like I was hungover yesterday, and we played for like 2 hours, and it hurt.
Yeah.
Also, I got kicked in the face with the ball. That really hurt.
You don't want to do that.
But it has been good.
You do look like Zinedine Zidane.
I got some Zidane. I've got, who's
Zinedine
the other guy? Not
Zidane.
Pep Guardiola. Guardiola. I get that sometimes.
Medication.
That
You know-
does sound like a treatment
Yeah.
for like kidney disease.
It sounds like I need it for my asshole.
When I started taking
Colon
Guardiola, my life started getting back on track.
I
It's
get
just
Pep.
them like sweeping. You seem happy.
He's all right.
Guy playing soccer.
Yeah, right.
Full color.
But yeah, I'm a little bit.
What do you play?
We do like indoor, like 3-on-3.
Wow.
So it's kind of all
threes
That's a lot.
involved.
It's really like fast and.
Is it a
like,
half field?
indoor? It's like I would say like the it's inside, but like
In a
it's almost.
basketball court?
It feels like the size of a basketball court,
Uh,
but it's actually like it's like grass, and they got like small goals. They actually do a comedy show there once a month.
Oh, Joga.
oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I play there,
Fun
so
show.
it's
It
fun
looks
as
good.
shit. Wait, Neil, animalist,
A zebra.
zebra.
I think
you'd
a
be a
zebra
zebra.
could be great.
That would be
It just
sick.
popped into my head, but I think it'd be a zebra.
I would
kind
be
of a, like-
so pissed if I was in a bar talking to girls as a camel and a zebra walked in.
Yeah, you're kind of toast, bro.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
So if I'm behind a newspaper.
Whoa. What's black, white, and red all over it? This newspaper, sweetie. How are you?
So wholesome.
Someone in the back's like,
I
how's he holding up the newspaper?
Zebra pickups are sick, bro.
Oh my god.
But that was that BoJack shit was funny as fuck. For
Perfect
a while.
show.
That really
yeah,
was.
great
show.
show.
That was a heavy show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it had the silliness of it being animals. You're like,
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a dog that wants to kill himself, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Just perfectly funny, silly.
Yeah.
Lets you just, it's yeah.
Certified LOL moments.
I want to do an animated show.
Me too.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's what at the premiere yesterday for Rami's animated, which is out, and people should definitely watch it.
What's it called again?
It's called Number One Happy Family USA.
That's right.
Sick.
Woo.
But it is really cool to see how many jokes you could get
Yes.
in animated format. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you're not beholden to anything. Like, if you want a dinosaur to come into the scene, you
Right.
can just draw it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
well,
Classic
hated that
zebra.
I think that's a little too post-surreal.
Wow, I really hated that riff.
Yo, he did not agree with that at all, bro.
Okay. Sorry, Neil.
No, dude.
You are beholden.
Yeah.
You could only draw so much.
There's borders on the paper. They're for a reason. It's rules. Rule and order.
Rules to the
Your
shit.
imagination is too big.
Do you want this cereal to work or not?
You're like the Danny Glover of animation.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Getting mad at me.
But it is like, you know, in Hey Arnold, I was just watching this. The
Great fucking show,
great
by the
fucking
way.
cartoon. The creator would read these like Spanish kind of like mystical realist novels that like you would have certain spaces that would exist, but like you could just have, like in Hey Arnold, the mom would be like, hey, you want to go check out the Zen garden? And it'll just be in the house.
Oh yeah.
And it's a room that no one ever talks about. Arnold doesn't even know about it, but it exists.
Yes.
And that's like, you can't do that with a live set.
I know.
You can't like just build. I mean, you could, but
I only
the
saw it.
animation. Yeah.
I love that. I saw the only time I saw that someone do that was in Louis on FX when
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
halfway through like the next season, his wife is just like white now, and he's just like, shut up, just whatever.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
he had this like, remember the garbage can scene?
Incredible.
Do you remember that? Like he
Yeah,
wakes up in the morning, it's super loud.
And then they like come into his house.
They're in his house, like banging garbage cans and shit.
moving trash bags around.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're just implying, you know, like it's a metaphor for how it feels.
Broad City did shit like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah,
for
even the
sure.
helicopter
Atlanta
in
would do
Louis
shit
was
like-
like
yeah,
kind of
helicopter
like that,
scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
The closest thing to like just trusting that the audience will get on
And
board.
that they're watching TV and it doesn't have to be that serious.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So
I mean,
linear.
ideally, if I had a blank check, could make a show. I would love to make a show about my life, but then half the characters are like puppets, half the characters are animated.
Yeah.
Right.
funny.
Right.
Yeah, and there's kind of no rules, but you can anything that would require an expensive budget, we just draw that in.
Yeah, you can do you can truly do comedy like a kid like writes.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would love to make
totally.
a show like where my landlord lives underneath us and he's the literal devil and his apartment is on fire the whole time. And we go over and he's just like kind of nice, but he's the active
He's the devil.
Yeah.
So
He's the
funny.
devil.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Well,
I make it banana bread. You guys want some?
Exactly, but he's like in full red makeup and he's the devil.
And the heat doesn't really affect anybody.
Yeah, he's like,
But
God, it's hot in here, and he's like,
Yeah,
dude,
fine.
I always keep it like that. What
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just 6,000. Yeah. It's-
I just
What do
had
you
this
mean?
this
Turn it down
dumb
for the
joke about hell when you get there. It's not like it's like 74 degrees. Like the air conditioning broke, and you're like, "Fuck, this is hell." And he goes, "Yeah, it's sort of the whole. All the tables are wobbly." And you're like, "This sucks." And you're like, "Yeah, this is mostly it. I don't have new ideas.
Yeah.
It's all the same ideas.
I've been like this for a while.
They're just centrally
You're
located.
new.
Haven't you heard?
Yeah.
We got skee ball. We got no balls, but things there if you want to roll some shit."
That's so
Well,
funny.
there was, in the pilot, there was that one scene where Rumi is Rami's character.
Mhm.
He's in love with his teacher. So then he has like this dream vision of how it would go, and it would go like they would fall in love, and then somehow they would start like exchanging letters, and then one of the letters would get caught, and then the lady would get caught, and then she would get arrested.
Yeah.
And before she got arrested, they actually had a baby, and then
His whole
they
dream
would go
is
to jail.
like
And so this is a whole dream sequence. She goes to jail.
Wow.
She ends up
That's
getting
great.
addicted to heroin. She gets out. Rami's raising 2 babies, and she's just addicted to drugs. And it's like, this is a dream sequence.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing.
And it works way
know?
better animated. If it was
Totally.
live action, you'd be like, oh, yeah.
yeah.
the actors that did this.
Yeah.
Did you see that New York Times thing with Rami where it's like they interviewed him, asked him kind of like, basically like this social responsibility with comedy. Do y'all feel that at all? As I don't think it's necessarily true, but people do put it on comedians sometimes, like of a Rami status to be.
I've got a lot of thoughts on it, but
let us know, thought leader.
no, it's just I think
this is we call it shop talk.
Little shop talk section.
Shop talk.
I also like the idea of Donish discovering new segments as the podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just naming
New segments every pod. Every episode we add a new segment.
There's a new segment.
Welcome to episode 600, version 2 of Shop Talk.
Neil's like, it's
Tortilla
not
time.
Shop Talk. It's not.
Yeah, version 2.
We did Taco Bell time.
We Taco Bell.
We did the Animal Hour. Talk. Each of the segments.
I would say
Food.
the social responsibility I think is to try to get, if you're gonna do like an offensive show, which I love doing, but you try to
Make it worth their while.
or like make sure they know you're kidding,
Yeah.
so that you're like, I'm doing this because I'm in on the joke with you.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you ever see these fucking like I'm not trying to. I'm doing it because I was told not to touch the stove. And I'm touching the stove, and I'm
Yes.
like, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's
Right,
kind of
right,
actually
right.
the most fun
You know,
time
like-
ever to touch the stove.
Right.
But if you're landing the
Yeah. But then this other thing of like,
which brown guys
you
aren't
know,
really
But
like someone told
used
me-
to.
Someone said the other day, like this. I got it. No, someone the other day was like talking about punching up and punching down, and I was like, just shut up. Just
I think
shut
those are
up.
good rules when you're new and you don't really know what
Yeah.
you're doing. Not to say that we all know exactly what we're doing, but if you're like kind of new to comedy, then I
Yeah.
think the cleaner way to go forward is to not punch down, because you
Sure.
don't have the tools in your
the
tool
tools
belt
aren't
to
there.
figure it
Right.
out. To do it effortlessly and cleanly where people know you're kidding.
Yeah,
Right.
I just want them to know that I'm with you, however the
Yeah.
joke goes. I'm like, I'm with you. I'm not.
I also think that
I'm not
societally
Yeah.
we'll move away eventually from putting the onus on comedians to break everything down. But I think social responsibility, you decide that for yourself. I
Sure.
think.
Sure.
Like some guys are trying to play classical music, and for that to be the case, you do have to have all the stuff there.
Yeah.
You're if you're trying to take on a lot of responsibility with the stuff you're saying, you do have the responsibility to
Right.
make sure it lands. But I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give out candy on stage. So
Yeah.
I've recused myself of the responsibility. For
Yeah.
that. And then if I do something dark, hopefully you have an iota of who you're seeing on stage.
Right.
And my
Yes.
charisma's
You trust
coming
them.
across.
That for me, that was it, because it's like I wanted it to be like when you were like young and an adult told you a joke that were like, "All right, you want to hear like an adult or like
Yeah.
you were told something you weren't supposed to know."
Yeah.
And it felt like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But that's about as far. I'm like, there's still jokes. I'm not making any points.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is, you see guys that are like now on the right wing side of comedy.
Yeah.
That go
ruining it.
that feel like they're taking a stand for the world by speaking up against cancel culture,
Right.
and they go, what we're doing up here is serious.
Yeah,
it's
it's
yeah.
not.
Then they say something crazy, and then when people don't like it, they go, "What? We're kidding." It's like, what is it? Are you being serious? Or are you kidding?
Right.
So I think that's
Yeah.
that's a weird. You've conflated social responsibility in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's a really interesting point. I the first joke I ever heard was coming back from a basketball tournament, and we went to this bar in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. And there's this one guy in there just drunk. It's in the middle of the day on a Saturday.
how old were you?
8 or 9.
Wow.
And he's in there, and he turns to us. He goes, "Guys, stay in school. I've been to 3rd grade 4 times." And we lost it. It was the funniest. But
Classic
like what
numbers joke.
but and then the act out.
Yeah.
You know, but like the like
That's
it's
really
such
funny.
a
3rd
dark
grade, 4th
yeah,
grade.
but
That's
it's such a
great.
dark
Perfect.
circumstance, and I think
Yeah.
that's like where if it's good,
Yeah.
like do it. If it compels you, also
Yeah.
go for
Well,
it, man.
I know, Rami is the homie, so I know that he, like, first of all, that guy is an anomaly. We've talked about this
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people. He's crossing a lot of uncharted territory.
Sure.
Season
With
1
his
of
show,
Yo,
he
for
ended
real.
with him trying to hook up with his cousin.
Yeah.
I thought that was so awesome
Yeah.
because most people would be like, you can't do that as a Muslim, and you're like, I'm still a person.
No,
Yeah.
he's going for it.
Not to say I want to fuck my cousin or something.
Yeah.
That's not what I was trying to.
But
say.
you were raised in America,
Yeah,
so it's on the table.
but he did go for it.
He
Yeah.
went for it.
He's like
And-
the Obama of like Muslim comedy.
Bro, yeah.
Like,
thought-
he's the first one.
I
to
thought
pass
Obama was the Obama of Muslim comedy.
Barack.
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 I look at Obama, I go back to where I came from.
And I get in trouble for saying this. Thank you, Zahid. A lot of us have been saying this.
that. Press Secretary Zahid Dewji. Trump
Go back to where I came from.
I have a 30-second memory.
Yeah, so maybe on a level like that, I think if I was selling mad tickets, I would feel probably more social responsibility than I do
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
But
fair.
I do enjoy this part of it. And it is funny enough that he was actually one of the people that told me this, that being in obscurity, we were coming back from a college one time, and he was just popping off. And he was like, the part you're at right now, it's going to be the most fun, because it's just free range.
Yeah.
And you could take chances.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that is, and I probably stayed in that part a little too long. You know what I mean? Your boy been here. But it is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
that what the reporter was probably asking him was, as a comedian, do you feel social responsibility? Is
Right.
that what they were saying?
Yeah, more or less. And like in this climate particularly.
It's so funny. I mean, I think in the last 5 years have we started like giving comedians the responsibility of speaking for the public, which I think because there's just more distrust in politicians.
Right.
And actual public figures that it feels like, Bill Burr telling us the truth is like,
Right.
oh my God, maybe comedians.
Well,
And you have
I
the
think
rise
they
of-
asked that question because the other side definitely feels social responsibility, as you
Yeah.
can tell
Yeah.
with how they have fucking put it on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And kind of got my man,
Elected?
Shawnuk over the winning line.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah,
Thank you.
comics are doing political rallies.
yeah. So
Yeah.
where did
where
the
did
social responsibility come from? You started it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was that whole like story thing, right? Where it's like I remember my dad going to see like a Broward comic, and then he was telling me, he's like, I saw it like with me, and he's like, oh yeah, like he had this story, like what's yours? And I was just like, I don't know, like jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really have a thing or like a story,
Yeah.
Don't know why we.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have-
there's also the Jon Stewart of it all, the Bill Maher, who are like,
yeah.
we're gonna do the news funny, and then so you're kind of like giving truths and.
Yeah.
So maybe people then were like, oh, so comedians are sources of information.
But bro, and then I've met Jon Stewart a few times. That is the funniest guy I ever met in my
Uh-huh.
life.
Yeah.
Right.
Like clearly.
Yeah.
Like, so then it does come to like, when you
You
that
still
funny, you
got
might
it.
as well talk
Right.
some
Yeah.
truth, I guess.
Tell him.
Yeah,
Tell him.
that's true.
That motherfucker is hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Bag is deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we started doing that when I think the general public became more and more disenchanted with politicians and actual stuff.
Yeah.
And then we kind of turned to like Rogan and podcasts and
Right.
comedians. But like, why? It's so funny. Like every comic I know is a dumbass. Like it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Yeah, they're
self-possessed
stupid.
idiot that would do anything to do 10 minutes on a free bar show.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, you're not
Why
well
did we-
read.
yeah, these guys are not checking the sources.
It's mostly hunches.
Yeah,
It's mostly gut. It's mostly like, that's what I thought. What did you check? I don't know. I just said it into a microphone for a couple of people.
Him.
I don't know. I just said it.
Most of the guys asleep on the street.
Yeah, dude. Fucking no.
Slumberpod feels no social responsibility.
No,
dude.
we have
None,
no,
zero.
We
None.
recuse ourselves of social responsibility.
This is the place.
I want to see it in the bed.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That is true.
I've been feeling good lately.
You look over, Neil takes on a saxophone. He's just jazzing it up in bed.
You'll see it.
I'm dressed as the camel.
The camel.
Yo, want to hear something
Man.
smooth?
Oh my God, camel.
I do want to take my shirt off though. This
Ooh.
sun is going.
Well,
bro.
we've been recording for like over an hour. Do you guys
Oh, really?
Wanna, yeah, do you want to call it?
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yo,
Thank you,
Zahid,
Zahid, for
bro.
coming.
What do-
Thank
what
you
do
guys. Look at this.
Zahid Dewji.
Yeah. Is it Devji or Dewji?
It's Devji.
Devji,
I let
okay.
him rock it.
Okay.
Devji?
Tell them where to find you, Zahid.
Bro, people
It's
fuck up
online.
Danish all the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they probably
Yeah.
say Danish, huh?
They say Danish a lot.
Yeah.
Danish.
Dunish. That's kind of cool. That's a
Yeah,
cool like
yeah.
80s hip hop name.
Or if someone was
Danish.
like a guy named Daniel. It's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
Danish.
Yeah.
You don't have to find me anywhere.
You can find him at FedEx,
Zahid is findable.
waiting
it
to
or not.
get a package.
Believe it or not.
You can find this guy on the first boat to El Salvador.
You're gonna be in New York all year, or you going?
I'm
on the
gonna
road
I'm gonna
probably?
be here for all of April and probably May right now.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
half of
Well,
May.
this
Look
won't
at this
come
guy,
out.
yeah.
for-
I got a Tuesday show if you're in New
Oh,
York
yeah.
and at Alphaville in Brooklyn with my buddy Napoleon Emil.
Fuck
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh hell
Which
yeah!
everyone
time.
come and do, and
You gotta hang out.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
The food's amazing.
Fuck
Laura
yeah,
Jane.
man.
Hell yeah, man.
Well,
Well, we love you, bro. First guest, bro.
Yeah, love you, Zahid. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming,
I
man.
love you guys.
Thanks
Just pulling
for
up.
rocking with us.
Sons of
Okay.
bitches.
Kiss, kiss.
Peace.